welcome back to another Hicksey Nana podcast. Matt here alongside Dave, just the two of us today. Episode number 23. Dave, ready to get going?
Of course, always ready.
Another dreary day here in Connecticut. Just we had a couple good days in the middle, but now it's
back to being Connecticut now.
back to classic Connecticut weather. Nice.
Fucking always rainy. It feels like England sometimes, I swear to God.
Have you been to England, Dave?
No, but it's always raining in England, so
Got it. Got it. Dave, this weekend, WrestleMania. Just start off with that. It's just a big event, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not like a fan of it, like I still, it's kind of a monumental thing in history.
It's like It's like a national holiday. Like it's the Super Bowl for WrestleMania fans.
Of like wrestling, yeah.
Wrestling, yeah. That's what I meant.
It's a big event. Like lots of people go there. It's like, so.
All right, Dave. So I wrote a couple notes here. I don't know what any of this means because I'm not a big wrestling fan myself.
Me neither.
I dabbled in it a little bit, but overall, my mom just wouldn't let me watch it. Hey, Luz.
Same.
Mom wouldn't let me watch it, so for the most part, I'm a kind of an amateur. So here we go. Brock Lesnar, he lost his belt to Seth Rollins. Kind of a quick. Give us a quick breakdown there, Dave.
I didn't watch it, but like I said, he obviously.
That's always a good way to start.
No. But Dave,
you watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not. I literally, I woke up this morning. I saw. I have this thing I watch. It shows.
All right,
me,
so keep going.
Yeah. So apparently, Brock Lesnar obviously went in there. He suplexed the shit out of that Seth Rollins guy like 50 times. That's his thing now apparently because he doesn't wrestle anymore. He's just
he's old.
Yeah, he's like 40 years old, but he's also still gigantic. He's not like he was not a spring chicken anymore. So when he goes in there, suplexes you, does one couple of moves on you, and then that's it. But yeah, he did that to this guy. But then, obviously, I don't know why, but lately the way he loses now is usually kicked or like a kick or punch the groin now.
Oh,
so
that's
nice. That's pretty much most of the matches I've heard of, and like the couple of times this year actually, he's lost by like a kick or like I don't know, an arm to the balls or whatever, and then he lost, and then the guy did the finisher on him. The Seth Rollins guy did the finisher on him, and then 1, 2, 3, and he won. And Seth Rollins, he won the championship.
So how significant is this to the WWE realm?
Yeah.
How significant is it?
Well, because Brock Lesnar is a part-time guy. He doesn't, he shows up like twice a year, pretty much. So the championship was on him, so people didn't get to see the championship get defended all the time. So now, the other guy, he's a kind of a big-time player on the thing there. So he's on there, for most of the shows. So
basically,
it's going to get defended more.
I was going to say. So basically, I think God damn it, who's the boss that runs WWE?
Vince McMahon.
So Vince McMahon was basically like, well, might as well give it to a guy that's actually going to show up instead of a part-timer like Brock Lesnar. So now he can add to his storyline a little bit.
And Brock Lesnar might be going back to the UFC anyway soon.
There's no way he's going back.
No, he is.
But every time he goes there, he just gets he juices up, and then they just kick him.
I know, but like he's still a mountain of a man, so I mean he can still do it.
He's still a cheater.
Yeah, that's true, but whatever.
Another big storyline coming out of WrestleMania: Ronda Rousey loses to Becky Lynch. That was one of the headliners. I'm not mistaken. If I wasn't mistaken, also every single headliner was a.
Everyone won the championship.
No, I think all the headliners was like a female match though for WrestleMania.
Yeah, not all of them, just the.
But the headliners though, wasn't it?
No, this was
that like the first time ever.
Yeah, this was the first time ever a woman has ever like women have ever main evented the WrestleMania show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I mean it was kind of a big deal for for the wrestling thing because they're trying to push the women more. But before it was pretty much like a bra and panties thing. That's what they would do. But now they've come like a long way now. It's like they're actually wrestling like for a lengthy amount of time, and they're actually doing a pretty decent job. But I didn't really watch the show. But what happened was
you're killing me.
Sorry, I don't have 7 hours.
You just don't keep saying that. You're killing me.
I don't have 7 hours to watch all this stuff.
Yeah,
That's just too much work. I have things to do, Chief. No, but anyways, I Yeah, so the way Becky Lynch won was she went for a roll up or some kind, but then apparently Ronda Rousey's shoulders went on the mat, so it was kind of like a fluke win. I don't know. I don't really know what happened there, the whole like train of thought there, but she won the championship, and
it's gonna make for a good rematch, I think.
Probably. Well, Ronda Rousey's hand is broken. She was trying to punch.
Oh, really?
Then, yeah. You'd think someone who does UFC would like kind of know how to punch someone, but like I don't know, she fucked up her hand. Okay. And yeah, it's broken now, so it'll probably be a while before we see a rematch.
And then, correct me if I pronounce this wrong. Kofi Kingston.
It's Kofi. God.
Okay, go ahead.
God.
Kofi what?
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston. He won a title as well. I guess there's just a bunch of different titles getting thrown around here.
Yeah.
He won a title, and he's the first black man to win a...
like the actual WWE. Yeah. People say it's The Rock, but like then most people also say The Rock is not really
he's Samoan,
black.
Right?
He's Samoan, so it doesn't really count.
Okay.
But like, yeah, it's whatever.
First African American.
Yeah, first So, I mean, there've been people who've won like the other belts, like the other one. I forget what it's called. But it's like this big giant yellow golden belt. Okay. It's not the main belt. But anyways, he was the first one to win the actual like WWE championship. So again, big deal for the black community. Everyone was like, going crazy and like, so again,
shout out to our boy Coffee.
It's Kofi.
Whatever his name
I
is.
don't really like it.
So wait, I'm confused. So Brock Lesnar, he lost. What did he lose?
He lost because there's two championships now.
Okay. There's
two. So one for because they have two.
One
shows.
for WWE.
No, one for SmackDown, one for Raw. Fucking, they have two shows. Right. It's too much technical.
So that's so WrestleMania. They merge both of them together.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why it's 7 hours long.
Well, it used to be like 4 or 5 hours, but I don't know why they keep making the shows longer. Everyone was.
I can tell you why. They want more money. That's why.
Yeah, but like what's the point of making? What's the point of adding all these shows try to make money when everyone is sleeping and everyone is leaving early? That's what was happening. I mean, obviously they already paid for the show, but like still, it's just I don't know. It's not really. People were turning the TV off. The ratings were probably going low because everyone was going to bed. No one could, no one wants to sit up for like a 12 hour show. I can't do that. I don't know about you, but
no. I can tell you right now.
I have things to do.
7 hours of anything. I don't think I can handle.
Hell no.
So one thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Some of our favorite moments just in WWE history. Dave, go ahead. Tell me. Nah, you go first. I kind of. Okay, I want to go with. I was just listening to Part of My Take, and they had the Miz on. He was doing an interview, and he brought me back to the day where John Cena was fighting. I forget who. But there were two other guys in the ring, and they're just beating the crap out of John Cena. So, genius Vince McMahon tells Miz, hey, go out with a bald cap, pretend you're The Rock. The place is going to go absolutely nuts, which it did. Mm-hmm. And it was just one of my favorite moments in WWE history. When he just goes out there, everyone thinks it's The Rock. Everyone's going absolutely nuts. And then they find out it's the Miz.
Yeah, that's big show right there. Holy cow! I'd be pretty pissed off too.
Yeah,
it's like
but just imagine that climax. You thinking you're in the stands and you're thinking, oh my God, the Rock's coming out.
Yeah, The Rock doesn't show up in the show.
No, he doesn't.
He comes once in a while, like a blue moon. So like seeing The Rock in anything, it's kind of a big deal.
And for him to come save the day for John Cena would have been amazing, but
it was obviously the Miz.
It was the Miz. It was kind of just.
Everyone was pissed off.
It was one of those just crazy moments. So, Dave, what name one of your
favorites? Not really moments per se, but like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
And man, he has so many he's done so many crazy things. I remember I was watching this thing once. I don't know the whole context of what came prior to that moment, but all I remember was just him bringing a beer truck in and getting one of those hoses, for the oil people, how they deliver oil, but that hose, and then spraying beer all over Vince McMahon and all the other guys. The ring is all beer. He's spraying it in the crowd. The crowd throws some beers at him. He opens it up, fucking drinking the beer like a fucking boss, dude. That was so badass. Another time too, I don't know what he did, but did he blow up? I think he blew up one of the McMahon's cars because that was a rivalry back in the day, Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pretty much the common man versus your boss. That's why people clicked with him, in my opinion, because he was relatable. But anyways, I don't know. He's just a wild card, man. I so many memories, man. I can't even name all of them. That's what I remember off the top of my head, but.
Yeah, you talk about them spraying the beer onto the ring and the stands. Dude, they don't do that. They do not. They can't do stuff like that.
No, they
anymore.
can't. They can't.
Why do you think that is, Dave?
Well, also you gotta realize we live in a really
we live in a very different
PC era. Society. So
times have changed.
Yeah. Also, the reason why that was happening because they were in a like a ratings war between the WWE and WCW. So they had to like.
Oh, so once the WCW fell, they kind of toned everything down. So the reason why they were going balls deep into everything was because they wanted to like obviously overcome the competition, right?
Destroy them. Obviously they did because they were doing some wild stuff, and the competition was kind of sucking towards the latter end of things. They weren't doing the proper things, but so they had to amp everything up. Everything like the women were barely wearing clothing, obviously,
Okay.
And everything was just extreme back then. But like I said, nowadays. I can't even watch. I stopped watching it like 5 years ago because it was just the same formulaic, boring thing over and over and over again. I couldn't do it.
And when you talk to other WWE fans, do they relay the same message?
Yes, at almost. Besides, obviously the kids. The kids are like, oh,
yeah, they don't know.
They don't know. They don't know what they've missed. Right. Like, especially if you compare it, even the hokey times, like the 80s, where it was like. My name is random the machete man. Like everything, you'd pick an object and put man at the end. It was like Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, like all those like hokey names. Like even that era was like pretty cool. Like you get to see all these larger than life characters. But now, like no one besides maybe like John Cena, maybe he's kind of like the only one who's kind of famous in this era. But like no one else. You can't really.
Times changed. People have moved on.
Yeah.
Well. Speaking about the olden days, it reminds me of a story. So this Sunday, I'm at Oliver's. This guy comes in every Sunday. He doesn't deliver. He works for Coca-Cola. He doesn't deliver. All he does is go downstairs and puts up stock for us. So he comes in every Sunday. And I'm just sitting there. I was making a list of something. I forget.
Checking it twice?
Yeah, I'm checking it twice. Doing my duties, and he just starts. We were talking about, I think it was an Adam Sandler special, and it was like, man, back in the 90s, dude, you could basically just say anything, man, and really no one cared. And I was just like, yeah, I kind of, nowadays I'm in class and someone brings up something political and I want to say something, but I just
say it because I really don't care. I
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about
I don't say anything because it could offend someone.
I don't care. Like I don't understand. I'm sorry to cut you off with your story, but like I don't really care about your opinion. Your opinion does not. Yeah, but it means nothing to me. Like the only opinion that I really care about are my parents' opinion because like they're paying the bills. Obviously, I'm living underneath their house, so like their opinion matters. So like for example, if they say I should not get a tattoo, I'm obviously not gonna do it because it's their opinion. But like also if you're paying my bills for me, that's or something of importance, that's when I will consider and care about your opinion. But like other than that, I don't give a shit, dude. Sorry.
I don't know. I kind of I like to play it on the safe side. So anyways, it's kind of like, yeah, man, I just stay quiet, kind of just let them do their thing and just take it for what it is. You know what I mean? You listen to it and you take what you want and you throw away the rest. So and then he basically was just like, man, no, dude, you should definitely start speaking up. You should definitely start saying stuff. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, hey, man, you into the Q? And I go,
what was that?
Like, the what? And he goes, the Q. And I'm like, no, man, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, bro, let me. And they're calling me up the bag at the time. I'm like, dude, I got to go up. He's like, no, just real quick. It's like, just this guy who runs this blog site, he's on the inside to the inside. So anything like, you want to know the reason why Trump makes grammatical errors? He knows why, and he's going to tell you when. He'll tell you like a week in advance that this tweet at this time is going to have a grammatical error. It's like, bro, it's 100% real. And I'm just like, oh my God, yo, this guy's fucking nuts.
He's bugging right now.
Dude, like, this guy, he's fucking out of his mind. I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the guy, for a job, he puts up Coca-Cola, which is about as easy as a job as it's going to get. So
true.
And he's kind of a goofball, but for the most part, I talked to him. He seemed like a pretty decent guy overall.
Except for the...
And now he kind of started getting into these, like, deep conspiracy things, and I was like, oh, shit. And now every Sunday I'm going to have to, like, try to hide.
Really?
I'm probably going to, like, lock myself in the basement. so he doesn't try to, like, bro, did you go on the queue? I'm like, no, man.
My computer broke, man.
Yeah, bro, dude, I'm completely offline.
Yeah, man. The grid in my house fucking fell apart.
Yeah, so I think for a future episode I should meet this guy so I can actually figure out where we were looking up earlier, trying to figure out what the actual name of the website was. He told me what it was, but I kind of just like scribbled it real quick because I was trying to get away from him so I can go back.
I would like go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. I might have to, and we'll kind of see how legit. From what I saw, it looked like just some dude made some website on like Vistaprint and just had been writing all these.
Really?
I mean, this guy could be anyone. This guy could be like a 13-year-old from Torrington who has got no idea what the heck he's talking about. He's just putting out.
But that's wild,
random stuff, but yeah. It's just crazy to think that people actually believe in that stuff. We talked about this a lot last episode, but people just they conform easily.
They need something to wrap their heads around because I feel like, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like the daily grind kind of gets to you a little bit. So I feel like you need something a little beyond
it's almost like his remedy away from work.
Yeah, but like you shouldn't be like I was saying last time, you shouldn't be wrapped too deep into it because then you're kind of blurring the lines between like fiction and reality.
Exactly.
You don't want that. You wanna be normal as you can be, anyways.
Yeah, that's kind of my motto. Try to be as normal as possible.
Yeah, don't look too deep into theories and
don't look.
No, but definitely talk to him. Get that website again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to talk to this dude again. Get the website because we'll see how legit it is.
Yeah,
maybe. You never know. Maybe this is the inside guy to the inside guy who works for the government that's just dropping this stuff anonymously. So we could become the source to the source. So we'll be leaking stuff to the sources, who will leak stuff to all the big corporations, and that's how we'll make our money.
Maybe this guy could tell us maybe when like World War III is about to happen. We'll probably get prepared.
We'll get prepared. We'll know ahead of time.
We'll be set.
And we're not letting
any. It could be bullshit. Who knows?
Yeah, we're not letting any of you know.
No.
None of you invited to our bunker.
No.
It's just me and Dave. Maybe Kelvin.
Sure. Get a couple of
Actually, probably not Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin's my brother. I like my brother.
Okay, so
we'll get Kelvin or Jason.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
Jason is he's gonna be our comedic relief. So I mean, we need Jason there. Kelvin's not that funny. Jason's funnier.
Okay. So. Yeah, he needs a goofball.
Yeah.
So he'll keep us entertained. What about our parents though?
Them too. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of old though.
But still, I love my parents.
Okay. So
that's it though. That's it.
All right. Country Trap. Are you into it, Dave?
No.
Country Trap?
No,
come on, dude. It's a pretty banging song.
I don't like country in general. I don't think anyone does besides like Supreme Hicks. I mean, not to shit on them.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm
not talking about my family right there.
Well, you're crushing on Hicks. You are now, but well, your last name is Hicks, but you're not actually.
Yeah, all right, Dave. I got that one before.
Whatever. But anyways, no, I don't. Like I said, I'm not really big into country. Like I said, I'll listen to like a Johnny Cash here and there, but like that's about it though. I don't really not really big into country.
Old Town Road, the name of the song. Oh Little Nas X, and the big thing was he went to number 1 on Billboard Country, and then the country people were like, no,
really?
We're not accepting this. So they took it off the country Billboard 100, and then everyone was like, that's BS, man. It's like
it's Nas guy,
and they petitioned for it. So I've never heard of him.
Is he black?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
Yes.
But anyways,
he did a song with. Remember Billy Ray Cyrus?
The fuck's that?
It's Miley Cyrus's father. He's like a country singer. No,
no,
he featured on it.
No, I have no idea who these people are.
Okay,
but whatever. But anyways, though, like I'm hearing it all the time, and I'm on Instagram, and Twitter too. I'm hearing it all the time. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's just. I remember the first time I heard it, I was.
It's catchy.
It is catchy, to say the least. It's very catchy.
But it's not my cup of tea, really.
I remember I was driving Jason and his buddies to baseball. One of the kids put it on. I go, what the. Like, what the hell are we listening to?
Yeah, right.
It's like, bro, it's the new wave, bro. Country trap. I'm like, country what?
You're mixing two genres that should not be.
What?
It's like you're mixing two genres that should not be like in the same realm at all. It's like mixing like.
Well, right now it's working for him. He's number one on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I feel like they should be completely different.
Well, that's gonna be my next one. Do you think it's sustainable? Do you think country trap will become a
no?
Thing?
I hope not. I certainly hope not.
There was country rap for a little bit. I remember listening to some of that, and you can kind of still hear it in the mainstream every once in a while. The guys will be rapping over a country track. Yeah, country. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they should not be like mixing genres together. I feel like it just kind of takes away from one. And it gives more credibility to the other. I don't know. In my opinion, they should. So
you weren't a big what is that, new metal, the stuff that they're rapping and playing metal music.
Oh, besides Rage does it well.
Rage does it different. All I'm saying is basically just because you don't like country trap, you still don't want genres. You just said like you don't want genres that fuse.
Yes.
But then again, you like Rage.
Because like I said, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a hypocritical move here. If you do it well, because Rage, they're like talking about like relevant stuff.
I mean, this guy's doing pretty good right now. He's
like I said, it's talking about. It's kind of the same formulaic thing of tractors and horses. It's like it's nothing really new. Rage was actually like,
but he's putting a trap beat over it.
Whatever. I guess if you do it well and you're making money, I guess do what you gotta do. I'm gonna
not your cup of tea though.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Certainly not.
But I'm just saying. I think you just have to cut back on what you said earlier about.
I guess I'll be a hypocrite and just take back my statement.
All right, there you go. All right, that's all I wanted to do. Dave, the new Joker movie,
dude.
Holy Christmas, dude.
Holy fuck, dude.
This looks legit. This looks like the first legit DC movie since The Dark Knight.
Yeah. What do you? I feel like if they tied that together with The Dark Knight, I'd be
impossible.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, it's obviously a couple of years too late, and all the But
the thing about DC is there's an unlimited amount of universes thanks to your boy The Flash. So you can kind of come out with.
Yeah, but I think that's actually a good idea though, because like
different scenario.
I wasn't really a big fan of what they were doing with their movies until like recently. I haven't watched Shazam yet. I watched Aquaman. It wasn't the best. It wasn't like the greatest, but it was better. Obviously better than what they were doing before with the fucking Batman and Martha and all of those.
Oh, remember games. Teen Titans? Remember when they released that trailer?
Oh God,
terrible!
Jeez.
Absolutely freaking.
Like, how do you supposed? I'm not even going to go into that.
Listen. DC, they've done a terrible job with Superman v Batman. That could have been something great.
That could have been
great. I knew it as soon as they casted Ben Affleck. I was like, this is gonna be freaking horrible. And
I didn't.
Guess what? I was right.
I didn't know anything about Ben Affleck before, but I was looking at him. I was like,
well, go ahead.
The guy looked much older than like all of his like people playing in the movie in that like movie genre. Even the Superman was younger than him. And I'm like, what?
I think he did Daredevil. I think he was Daredevil.
Oh God! Let's not speak of that travesty. Holy cow, that was horrible.
And I'm just not a big Ben Affleck guy. I like him in the one with McConaughey. You like it too.
What movie?
The one with McConaughey.
I have no idea.
All right. It's
Dazed and Confused. That was a great movie. Yeah,
great movie. And I don't even like Ben Affleck in that. I think he's like the worst character.
What?
But it's a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Oh man. No, but anyways, back on track though.
Like, back on track. This Joker movie looks freaking legit.
Dude, like I got chills from the trailer. I usually don't get.
God, I had goosebumps all down my spine.
Infinity War didn't even do anything for me like that. That movie I was legitimately like, I was kind of breaking down everything because the whole premise for me, what I'm picking up so far is like, you know, he was like a mentally handicapped guy, right? Going through society, trying to get a job, trying to like obviously support his not family. He doesn't really have a family, but
his mother.
Mother, yeah, trying to like support, you know, his parents. But then like society keeps like shitting on him because he has mental issues, and then he's like, all right, I guess if people are just gonna keep doing this to me, I'm just gonna embrace it and go mad. So like,
the actor, oh god. Joaquin Phoenix, the guy who's about to play him.
Like a Ghanaian name.
You want to see what he looks like?
He's white. I know that. You know, it sounds like a gun.
No,
I don't know.
I'm pronouncing it.
Whatever.
100%. Every time I've said his name so far, my mom's corrected me. But he did. I watched a couple of his movies. I watched. I think it was Her or She, and he plays a guy who falls in love with like a computer AI. Which is Scarlett Johansson's voice. And it's, I watched it. It was kind of creepy, but that's kind of what you want, right?
Yeah.
To play the Joker. The Joker's kind of a creep.
Yes.
Then I think his most popular role was he played the villain in Gladiator. Did you ever watch that movie?
I watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, he plays the evil emperor.
Really? Oh, yeah, I remember it now. Yep, I remember it now. Yep.
That's him. So from those two movies, he plays a really creepy dude who falls in love with a computer. Then he plays a very good villain in Gladiator.
Psychopath.
And he was a psychopath also in Gladiator as well.
We got the makings.
You got a making for a very good movie.
Already, people are comparing him to like Heath Ledger and saying like,
Do you think he can?
Nah, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. Heath Ledger is just like the pinnacle of like that, like the character Joker. Every time I think of Joker, I even think of Heath Ledger before like the cartoons from like back in the days. I think of Heath Ledger's Joker before like anyone else. I think he might be a close second, or like, you know, but like I don't think no one's ever going to top the Heath Ledger's Joker. But already people are saying like he's pretty close contender, and some people are also saying like he's already better than Heath Ledger. I don't think so. I mean, but
it's going to be tough. Heath Ledger played.
He did a great job.
Phenomenal job on the Joker. Unfortunately, it was the final role for him. That was his kind of end all. But it's going to be interesting. That's one of the movies. Of course, when the new Avengers comes out, I'll be very pumped for that. But besides that, that's the superhero movie on my list right now.
What movies are you excited for this year?
Those two.
Really?
Those are the only two that I can think of right now.
Oh, I'm gonna see Shazam. I'm hearing it's pretty good. So I wanna Shazam. With the Captain, I'm hearing it's actually pretty good.
It looks like a bad version.
No. They're saying it's actually very good. So I'm gonna go check it out. And then I'm also excited for the Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla.
I'm excited for Godzilla.
Yeah, we'll go watch that maybe.
And then obviously Infinity War. Or Endgame.
Yes, Endgame, yep.
And then the Joker movie. That's.
Dude, did you see that Endgame is gonna be? I think it was over 3 hours.
They have to.
Like, what are we gonna do for 3 hours long? I'm gonna have to literally plan my day around this movie, because it's gonna be like, if we go to a 7:00 movie, the movie's gonna be done at 10:00, and then it's about. If we go to the good theater, that's about a 30-45 minute ride home. I'm going to be home pretty late.
Yeah.
And you like, It's an inconvenience, but at the end of the day, as long as the movie's good.
Well, they have to, because it's like, it's a broader, like, it's like they're involving like cosmic stuff, and if you involve cosmic stuff, you gotta make. You can't do it in like an hour. The movie's not gonna be good if you do it in an hour. You have to make it 3 hours. Isn't Lord of the Rings or one of those other movies like some?
Oh yeah, it's an epic.
Yeah,
that's what they call it, an epic.
Yeah, so
I'm
okay with it. I'm okay with it.
It depends. Like I said, if it's like Lord of the Rings and it's interesting and I'm able to. Like, I'm understanding what's going on, then yeah, I'll like it. But if it's
shit, well then,
I remember there were 2 parts to the last Harry Potter, and the first part was so stinking bad. They had one action scene in the beginning, and then other than that, they just were walking in the woods the entire time. And Harry was kind of losing his mind over I'm sure you haven't seen this.
Never watched.
All right, so the entire first, because there was 2 parts. So the first part was just incredibly boring. They had one action scene, and then he was just walking in the woods. And then the second part was, of course, when the action picked up and it was a little bit better. So.
But then you're like, I'm falling asleep already now. Wait, I can't.
Yeah. To separate the two, I thought was kind of.
I think the only movie I've watched and then I fell asleep watching, was Doctor Strange. It wasn't boring. I was just really tired that day.
Yeah,
and it was also late in the night too.
Actually, I did the same thing with Mission Impossible, the new Mission Impossible. I was just extremely. I think I had work that day, and I had to go to work the next day at 7:30, whatever. And I was just like, all right, got to catch some shut eye, which I kind of regret because from what I watched, it was pretty good. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
We watched it at Ocean City, Maryland last year with the when we went.
So you probably.
So yeah, we were all having a blast. Fucking.
Yeah, you're on the beach all day. You got the waves hitting you, and all of a sudden
you go watch the movies. Actually, it was actually raining that day, so we didn't go to the beach. But it was I still remember at the end of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. The bad guy obviously lost, and then everyone started clapping. I'm like, what the fuck? The movie's not even over yet. Fucking sit back down. Who people do that? Black Panther 2. We're all sitting there and watching the movie, and everyone's like, let's go and clap, and I'm like, what? Sit down and let's watch the movie. The only time it was acceptable, I even did that personally when we saw Creed 2. And everyone was getting to it. Everyone, even me, I was getting into it. So I was like, let's fucking go, let's get him. Yeah, everyone was doing that. So I was obviously inclined to do it, but watching those movies,
shut up and watch.
Exactly. You don't have to ruin it for everyone. Yeah, I hate it.
That's how it's gonna be.
But
all right, Dave, another Hicksey on a podcast in the bag today. Nice. We covered a lot of topics.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, can't wait for the next episode.
Hopefully we can get a guest.
Yeah.
Golly jeepers, it's been 3 episodes since we've had one? No, 2. Okay.
Well, it's not that bad.
Not that bad. All right. Hopefully next time we'll get you guys a guest. Like I always say, thanks for the support. Watching the podcast, liking it, sharing it. If you're interested in coming on the podcast, you guys know where to find us. Just hit us up. But just to wrap it up, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when every single Hicksey on the podcast comes out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.